Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Focus Point Facebook Live. So my name is Vivian. I'm the head of professional services and also an optometrist by profession. So today I'm your host, and I would like to take this chance to welcome our very special guest of today, Mr. Paul Ho. So Paul, maybe you can introduce yourself.
Hi, thank you, Vivian. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. 大家下午好. So first of all, I introduce myself. My name is Paul Ho, and some people might call me Paul Ho because Paul Ho in Hokkien 它叫 Paul Ho.
That's why he is Mr. Cool.
And of course, Mr. Cool is not Captain Cool. Of course, I prefer I can become Captain Cool like Zhong Xiong Wan Xiu, but I'm not Captain Cool. I'm just Mr. Cool. And first of all, thank you very much for Focus Point for inviting me today here, okay, to share some new insights about potential related iris, and also some new technology we can share on behalf of Zeiss. So thank you, Focus Point, and so thank you, Vivian.
Okay, so actually for Paul, right, I haven't seen you since MCO. How have you been?
Well, I can tell you, I have a wonderful life during the MCO lockdown period.
Okay.
First of all, I lost 10 kgs during the full lockdown period.
Amazing. You can actually see from the fit of his blazer.
Honestly, I bought this during Chinese New Year, and now you can see the size is really a bit loosened out. Okay? And what I think during the MCO, Vivian, do you realize that a lot of people having this new culture or new habits or new norm that have practiced?
For me, I would say my new norm is actually I started exercising 6 days a week, and I actually find myself more conscious towards the food that I eat, even the product that I use. So to summarize everything, I would say that I am more health conscious and I'm more particular about my general well-being.
Yeah, agree. Because even though for myself, right, I think every day, number one, my dietary is very punctual. I eat 三餐冇特閃嘅, okay? Morning 8 o'clock, I eat my oatmeal with my black coffee. And then afternoon 1 o'clock, okay, my wife has prepared me a nice and delicious lunch. Okay, thank you, my wife. And also by dinner, 7 o'clock, must have my dinner. That's you can have this kind of shape. Okay.
I see. So today, right, since we're on the topic on general health, well-being, and also health, what are the things that we are actually going to discuss about?
Well, honestly, we are not here to talk about how can we slim our body, how we can talk about maintain a healthy life by control diet. Okay? Actually, we have a more important thing to share today.
It's not a fitness class today.
Yeah, we are not talking about fitness class. Okay, you look at my size, then you know I'm not that fitness guy. Today, basically, we want to share that actually there's something very relevant to our life.
Okay.
In fact, okay, maybe I can ask you a question.
Sure.
If I ask you, what is the thing that you see the most in our daily life? 你每一天我们都会看得到的东西。
My phone.
Well, probably there's 2/3 or maybe 70% or 80% of your time, yes, but not really 100%.
My colleagues.
Colleague, yeah, I know everyone love our colleagues, even though myself, yeah, I do love our colleagues, but colleagues during working hour may see maximum 8 hours per day. And someone now work from home, it's even less. You always virtually to see our colleagues.
Okay. I know the answer already, Paul.
Don't
my
tell
watch.
me.
My watch.
I thought it's your husband.
I know lah, I'm at work lah. I don't see him, so much every day.
I'm sure your husband will be sad, okay? I will say my daughters. Okay? But the correct answer actually is not. Okay? And the answer is something is very relevant to our life.
Okay.
And it can be happening everywhere, every day, every single moment.
So are you saying for 365 days a year,
yes,
we are going to see this thing?
Regardless whether it's a sunny day, raining days, indoor, outdoor, wherever you go. That's called ultraviolet UV.
I see. And so that is something that's very unique, okay?
Yeah, but a lot of people might not really understand, would say clear enough. What is this UV, ultraviolet? And then people always heard UV, yeah, I know UV. Because you know why? When we start from young, we learn the song A, B, C, D, right? Yeah, I get TUV.
Okay.
But that UV is not this UV. That's just alphabet body. But UV actually stands for ultraviolet. Vivian, as I know, you are an optometrist by profession.
Yes, I am.
I believe a lot of professional technical questions that you can answer also to a lot of our public, our audience here.
Hopefully, I'll try to answer your questions.
I'm also a consumer. Sometimes I might always have this kind of like a bit funny or a bit 有点笨笨的问题啦。 I want to ask you this question. I believe also 线上 a lot of consumer or customers or friends, you might understand, you want to know about this. Can we see UV? 我们看得到的吗？
Actually, right, this is also something that, I get asked a lot. So when I was still in practice also, a lot of customers will ask me, Vivian, what is this UV that you are talking about? Why do we need UV protection? How do I sense UV? UV, right, or ultraviolet ray, it's something that's invisible to the naked eye, which means if you look around you, you don't know whether how much UV is present, you cannot sense, okay? And there is actually ways to detect and also to see the presence of UV. So maybe that will be part of a small teaser, what we are going to show you today.
Well, in that case, Vivian 老师，我有问题。
来，请问。
Okay, so if that's the case, right? Is it if I don't go out to the hot sun, I will not affected by UV?
Okay, so this is also another very common myth. So a lot of people will actually think that UV is associated with temperature and hot sun. So for example, there are also people who ask me, if let's say if it's a very hot weather, the sun is very sunny today, does that mean that the UV index is higher? So actually, right, no matter whether you are indoor or outdoor, UV is always present. In certain areas that are a bit higher, let's say for example in Malaysia, if you are going to Cameron Highland or Genting, right, the UV exposure is actually slightly higher, okay, due to the, it's higher up from the sea level. So UV is something that it's always there, no matter whether it's a rainy day, a sunny day, indoor or outdoor.
Wow, so amazing. Now I think everyone, today we learned something. 我们学到一些东西 because honestly, for me, I really don't know. Okay, I thought always...
Are you sure you really don't know?
You don't know, since young, we've been taught by our parents, you go 外面很晒 what you do? Take umbrella. So if I have umbrella, does it mean is UV protected?
Okay, it also depends. Certain umbrella do come with UV protection coatings. So there is an additional coat on this umbrella that makes it, more protective against UV rays.
Then how about, when we grow up, especially lady, young lady, we always make up, right? So you put your makeup, you pour all this kind of sunblock, sunscreen.
Yeah, correct.
Does it really protect? Yeah, well, protected everything.
As those of you who are in front of camera, you can see right now, I'm actually wearing makeup. And yes, underneath my makeup, I'm also wearing sunblock. This is something that I never skip. So I always make sure that I put on my sunblock.
Oh, but then the last questions.
Okay,
very
sure.
important to our topic today. Also very important, relevant to our industry. Oh, by the way, we are in the optical industry. We are talking about eye health. Okay. Otherwise, people thought, hey, since when you become skin specialist? We are talking about UV. Okay.
Like I mentioned, I care a lot about my general well-being. So I try to learn as much as I can. So I also do some research on, like nutrition, skincare, this kind of things.
Okay. How about to protect our eyes with UV?
Okay, so this is definitely something that's very important because if you are not aware by now, right, your eye is the only organ that allows UV to go inside internal structure, which means, right, you look at your skin, okay, UV does not really penetrate too deep into the body. But your eye is the only organ that, light passes through. UV can also pass through and go to the deeper structure of your eyes. That's why, to me, right, UV protection for the eye is something that is very, very important.
Also, on top of that, right, Zeiss, we are we are an innovative company. We always look for the new solutions can help people or help mankind have a better future. And one thing we discovered actually, UV not just only affected our eyes. In fact, there's very, very important element that's affecting us every day, which is our surrounding eye tissues. That's why you look at the people like me. Actually, I'm not that old, just because we expose a lot outdoor. You see my wrinkles, and this is talking about men, I believe when I talk about this with a lady, I think Vivian should have more concern than me, right?
I am very concerned. And I actually heard that, Paul has brought in a machine that can actually let us see UV and also the effects of UV. Paul, is that right?
Yes, you are right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will have something very interesting to share with you. You might not see this.
So do not blink, do not leave your devices. Okay, continue watching us because we're actually going to show to you the latest technology. Yeah,
and you hardly see this in your life. Trust me, because we don't have much of this kind of machine, which is the one that stand behind of me. So this is our Zeiss UV kiosk. So the objective, the purpose of this machine actually is to show two purpose. Number one is to show that, to really show the true color of our screen. Because like what Vivian said, I always apply my sunscreen, a block, like whatever cream, so I should be protected, okay, with all this UV. My skin should be healthy. In fact, not. Okay? This machine will tell you the truth. That's why I also call this machine called what? 照妖鏡. It's 照妖鏡. Whether you are nice or not nice, basically you can see very detailed there. Of course, that's not the whole objective. The other objective is that basically from this machine, it can tell you whether are you wearing a UV protected lenses or not. Right? Let's do a live demo. Again, we are proud to invite the special ladies today. Vivian, dun 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 dun.
Okay, so here I am again. So just now Paul say, in Mandarin this is called 照妖鏡. So I'm actually very scared to try, And to be very honest, I have no idea why am I doing this, because this is my very first Facebook Live and I'm doing a very big sacrifice for all of you who are in front of your devices, okay? I'm actually going to show you how it looks like. So if the camera can follow me closer.
Even no worry, I just want to ensure you'll be safe.
Is this going to be painful?
Yes, you'll be safe. It will not be pain. Okay? What you need to do is that I will turn on this light.
Okay.
This is a UV light, ultraviolet light.
So what is this blue color light here?
Okay, it's an ultraviolet light. It's okay. Basically, if you shine it on your face, and you can tell exactly what is the real answer.
I'm so scared.
What you need to be done is that simple, stand in front of the machines here.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay, what do I do?
The backward a little bit. Okay, and look at the camera, and basically you can see.
Surprise! So if you can zoom in on the frame here, you can see that it looks like I'm wearing sunglasses, right? But in actual fact, look at my lenses. I'm actually wearing clear lenses, which means there's no color, there's no tint. You can see there's no magic here. This is my finger. You can see that the lenses is clear. But for some reason, it looks as though I'm wearing sunglasses here. So this is actually, we are going to open for a very small giveaway. So if you can make your guesses in the comments below, why is it showing as a dark tint when I'm wearing clear lenses? Leave your answers in the comment section, and if you're a lucky winner, we will actually give you some attractive prizes. Okay, so I'm not going to break the suspense for you, and let us continue to do this demo.
So Vivian, what you can do next also is that you can remove your glasses.
Are you sure that's what I want to do?
Then you can stand closer, then you can see the true color of your face skin. So
remember just now I told you, right? I'm actually wearing makeup, and underneath the makeup, I'm actually having some sunblock on. Okay, so let me find an angle where you can see better, yeah? So if you look at my face right now, right, generally I would say that I'm quite fair skinned. So I'm on the fairer side. And yet you can still see there are some spots of pigmentation, the darker spots, okay? These are actually caused by overexposure to UV over a certain period of time. And you can see, right, it's concentrated on the nose bridge. Because if you look at the facial profile, right, your nose bridge is the highest point on your face. Okay, that's why this is the most easy place to get overexposure to UV. And the second part is you can see surrounding the eyes area. Okay, for ladies, you know that the skin that's surrounding your eyes is the most fragile. That's why we always put on a lot of eye cream, and we also take extra care when you're removing eye makeup to be more gentle. So when you have thinner skin around here, and this is also one of the part where you have a lot of UV exposure, right? It can actually lead to like premature aging, or for ladies, what we are most scared of, 鱼尾纹, wrinkles, okay, fine lines, like for example, if I'm smiling, you can actually see there are some fine lines here. Wow, this is really a big sacrifice on my part, but it's okay. I'm doing it for you. So you can see, this is why UV protection is actually very important. So apart from the face, right, we're actually going to see my arm. Okay, so I just tell you a little secret. I'm actually a very lazy person. So even though I put a lot of sunblock on my face, most of the time I will conveniently forget to apply sunscreen on my arm. So I'm going to show you both my arms. Okay, you can also see there are some hyperpigmentation, the dark spots. These are also caused by UV. So UV is something that you cannot see, but it is something that definitely will leave effect on your body. Okay, so that is from a female's perspective. So, and also enough sacrifice on my part. Maybe we also can get Paul to come in. Paul, do you want to show us?
Yeah, of course. Okay, nowadays beautiness is not just only the special right for women, in fact also for men, okay, especially the modern men like us, right? Okay, so we also very care about how we taking care of our eyes and also our skin. But honestly, I have to re-emphasize this again, we are not here to sell skincare products, okay? Have to 重复再重复, okay? Otherwise people say, why you want to carry this? But the whole objective why we want to show this actually is very simple. It's just want to let everyone know how harmfulness is the ultraviolet. Without your acknowledgement, without 你的不知不觉, okay, over a period of time, it will cause certain damage. Then how about our eyes? You know, our eyes is the only tissue that we can detect light, okay, as an organ, and also it will not tell you any feeling. Your eyes will not tell you, I'm pain, I'm hot, I need protection. No, it won't. But how can we protect our eyes? A lot of people say, well, I wear sunglasses. Yes, partially I say correct. Or when we go out, also we wear sunglasses as part of our protection. But how about those people who are wearing glasses? And how about those people who are not wearing glasses? Especially the glasses like I'm wearing now is a clear lens. Then how can we protect our eyes? That's why one thing also I realized that during MCO, there's also something good happen for those people who wearing spectacles. Right? Why? I believe a lot of us are having this mindset since young. When I was primary school, 6 years old, 7 years old, we are very afraid of when someone tell, or maybe we are very afraid of the short-sighted. 我们很怕近视戴眼镜的 because you know why? First thing, if you go and tell your parents, 跟爸爸妈妈讲爸爸我看不到我就戴眼镜 First thing 跟他 slap 睡觉你整天看电视机没有读书 So this always happen. But nevertheless, you know, in our entire life, we cannot escape from wearing eyeglasses. Okay? So 因为为什么呢 From young we might myope, we are myopic eyes, we short-sighted, 我们近视，我们要戴眼镜 But if you're lucky, like for myself, I basically I'm perfect vision, so I can see far, I have no issue. But over the period of time when growing old, right, we have been a problem called 老花 old flower. When you old flower, you also need the glasses. Okay? But there's some tips you can have it, okay, to avoid people know you're 老花 old flower. Number one, always change to a bigger phone size. Okay, if the smartphone not enough big, you can choose to iPad. Hello, like this also can. Okay? If not, what you can do, increase the font size of your phone. That's my little secret. But today, I just want to show you one thing. If I'm telling you that I'm wearing this pair of glasses, okay, you can see it's clear. The question now is that, do you able to see or able to know which side of lenses is full UV protection? 左边跟右边哪一边是100%防紫外线的？不要跟我讲中间，我知道 ，OK， 南左你右什么在中间
Paul, can I guess?
Sure, Vivian, maybe make a guess.
I'm guessing the right side.
Why is the right side?
Because woman is always right.
Okay, yeah, yes, you're right. Woman always right, but let me show you what is the correct answer. Again,
hold on now. Before you review the answer, maybe let me take this chance, right, to make this special for those of you who are viewing this Facebook Live. Again, apart from the first giveaway, this is the second part. If you can guess correctly which side of the lenses is the UV protected one,
right side,
we will actually give you a special prize.
Or left side.
So we are going to use Paul. Okay, so this is the right side now. So this is the right lens and that is the left lens. So before we review the answer, we are actually going to give you time to key in your answer in the comment section. Okay, and to make this even more challenging, you only have 10 seconds. Okay, so all you need to do is just type in R or L. Okay, so your time will start now.
While we're waiting, Vivian, actually just now I'm sharing about during the MCO. What is also wearing glasses? It could be an advantage during MCO. You know, during MCO we learn a new norm with how to protect ourselves. We're wearing glasses, we're wearing masks, we wash hands, okay. And also, you know, wearing eyeglasses is also part of the protection that provide the droplets direct effect to your eyes. So for those people who are wearing glasses, don't be so sad, okay? You have extra protection compared to the people who are not wearing glasses. So you are extra safe.
Yeah, and this is very important because we know that droplet transmission is actually one of the proven methods that is transmitting the virus, and that is why if you have extra eye protection, be it like a pair of glasses or any eye shield, that will actually help to reduce the risk of droplet transmission. Okay, so I think 10 seconds should be up already. Let me just check. Okay, we actually have a lot of people commenting. Okay, let me see. Okay.
I believe
most of them
ladies
are saying,
always go to the right because ladies always right.
Okay, so let us see whether ladies, are you right this time? Okay, so what I can see from the comment section is it's half-half.
Okay.
So let us review the answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, dun 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 dun. You'll be surprised, my right side is fully blocked, so that's why it's dark, and my left side is perfectly clear. So which means the left lens actually is not UV protected. But again, if I turn around, basically your eyes cannot tell, then the lens cannot tell. This is something also we want to share with you. A lot of our people, when talk about UV, then people say, "Aya, I already know lah." Honestly, I've been in this industry for more than 24 years. Okay, and so far, for what I heard before I joined this industry, people always say, "Aya, UV is already old story lah." But let me share with you. Not every lenses are the same. Okay? And also, not every UV protection are the same. That's why we are here today. We also would like to share with you a new technology that developed by Zeiss, and how can it provide extra protection for you. Just how we're talking about during MCO, we've learned a new norm.
Correct.
We learn how to protect our eyes. This is not just only a protection, but in fact, it's the double protection. So even as a professional optometrist, let me ask you another question again.
Okay, so actually, I am feeling a bit nervous. What kind of question are you going to ask? Don't make it too hard.
It's very simple.
Okay.
Number one, you are always right because you are right. You're correct.
That is why, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing on the right side.
Okay. The question is that,
okay.
How does the UV really come into our eyes? Is it only come from the front or how?
Actually, right, other than direct exposure, there are a lot of things that can reflect UV. For example, water reflects UV almost 100%. Snow reflects UV about 85%. And even grass, right, outdoors you have those grass, tepi jalan, ada rumput, ada lalang. Even the grass reflect about 3% of UV light. So I would say, right, other than direct source of UV, there is also an indirect source of UV that is caused by reflectance. Is this answer what you are looking for?
You're absolutely right. Okay, that's why in Zeiss we have developed a new technology. We are providing you a protection from the direct UV blocking that's come from the front, and also we have additional UV blocking that from the back. So basically, we are providing a double UV protection to block the UV light. Is either come direct, go into your eyes, also indirectly from the back. So maybe here we also can do a little bit of demonstrations because some people might not really understand how to differentiate between the UV protection and not really UV protected lenses. So here we actually have two pieces of lenses, just like what I'm wearing now. Okay, basically you can't tell if I'm asking you which one is UV protected.
Okay, let me check. I can tell you by touch, by smell, by the color, there is really no way to tell whether this has UV protection or not. So I'm still going to leave it to Paul to actually show us how is he going to differentiate whether these lenses have UV protection or not.
In order to test this, it's very simple. What we need also, we just need another simple tools. Okay. And Zeiss, we also have this little small eyes. This is not the anatomy of the eyes that you learn from your science. Although it's really the eye shape.
Yeah, basically this is like the cutout of your eye.
Yeah, but this tool actually is a UV demo tool. You can see there's a light here, coming out. You just assume that the light actually come in front, and you can see there's an iPad. We can show the cutoff ratio for these lenses. For example, this is a piece of the normal lenses that we're wearing. If we show it here in front of the eyes, what you can see, can you see the cutoff level here? You can see the bar here. it will show the cutoff ratio is only up to maximum 70%.
Okay, Paul, maybe you will need to increase the brightness of your screen, and your screen is actually off.
Yep. So maybe Vivian, you help me to do a demo. I can show in front. So first piece.
So what do I do? Do I just put it like that?
Yes, just like assume that you're wearing eyeglasses.
Oh, then it should be this way.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. We could reconnect again. The light is turned off. So.
It's okay. Good things are worth the wait.
Yeah, because I think we have been using this for quite some time. It's our battery. But nevertheless, what we're trying to tell you is that although by naked eyes, the lens won't tell you which one is UV protected. Okay.
I think it's back on. Do you want to try again?
Yes. Yeah, the luck is always on our side. Thank you, Vivian.
No, because with a lady's touch. Lady luck.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
So maybe we can start from this one.
Okay, so just bring the iPad closer to the camera.
You can see there's a cutoff ratio here. So Vivian, bring it on. So this lens actually, it does have UV protection, but the cutoff ratio is only up to about 70%. Okay, which means it's UV protected, but it's not really full UV protected. So the next one we're going to show you is that it's a brand new Zeiss Double UV Protect technology. So Vivian, you can check the next one. You can see immediately, okay, it's 100% UV protected. Okay? And a lot, you might ask, how come in the past we don't have such technology? Honestly, this technology in the past is available, but due to some technical limitation. Okay, if the lens is fully UV protected, basically you can see the lens is very yellowish. This happened during the 80s or 90s. If those people who bought a pair of UV protected lens, you will experience that it's very yellowish until you don't like to wear it. But because it's a new technology now, okay, we're providing a double UV protect from the front and also from the back. Basically, you hardly can tell which lens is UV protected. Like, look at the glasses that I'm wearing, right or left, you don't really can tell. But as a professional optometrist, like what Vivian did, okay, they're able to provide you the best solutions that really can provide you the extra protection for our eye health and also for our surrounding skin tissue. Again, men, we also need to take care of ourselves. Otherwise, if you're aged like 40 like me, it looks like 60 because of these freckles, wrinkles. Okay? And I like to smile. Actually, I like to laugh. You know what means when I smile? Still people can see. So I think sometimes I need to wear glasses to protect my skin also.
Okay, so that is actually very interesting because I know that you all have actually seen, right, the results of the demonstration. So let me now give you the results of our giveaway. So we actually have 5 winners here. Okay, so drum roll please.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first winner is
Firas Khalis, and then we have Wong Yok Ha, Fiona Lai, Tan Chie, and Michelle FL, I'm guessing. So if your name are the ones that I've read out just now, okay, please send a WhatsApp to the number that's pinned to the comment section, and we will give you instructions on how to redeem your free gift.
Congratulations to all winners. Thank you for your attention. I think you really did well because this is our first time actually to having this kind of Facebook Live, okay, in a more infotainment way. You know what is the meaning of infotainment? Number one, we provide information.
Yes, and he provides the entertainment.
Yeah, that's why at my part-time job, actually, I'm also the CEO, Chief Entertainment Officer of the company.
Okay, so while we will continue to do some more sharing, so if any of you actually have any questions, right, you can also type your questions in the comment section and we will actually try to answer those questions. Okay?
Yeah, after this, we're also going to give out some very nice gift, okay? It's meaningful gift. I can explain to you later. Yeah?
Okay, so just now we have already covered to you, right, how certain lenses or certain products can help to prevent UV damage for the eyes. Okay, I'm also going to share a little bit of how you can prevent this sun damage or UV damage for the skin. So personally, I would have to say this is not an advertisement. I'm not paid to say this, so I'm going to cover the brand. It doesn't matter what brand of sunblock that you are using. So it's good that, you know, for any sunblock, you go for something that is SPF 30 and and above. So it's 30 bukan 13 ya. So go for something that SPF 30 and above. And if you are somebody who does a lot of outdoor activities, for example, marathon, or if you are going swimming, you may need something that's a little bit stronger, which is either sweat resistant or water resistant. And a lot of people may not know something about sunblock. It's not enough if you just apply in the morning. Okay, certain sunblock you may need to apply after every few hours to get the maximum benefits of UV protection. Okay, so let us see whether we have any questions from the crowd.
Yep, you can ask any questions if you have. If not, you also can leave the answers or questions to the WhatsApp at the bottom. Okay, so we'll come back to you for sure.
Okay, so while waiting for any questions from the live audience, let me just share with you, right? We also have collected some questions that are frequently asked, or what we say Q&A. Okay, so these are some of the frequently asked questions that we have collected before the FB Live. So we're actually going to try and answer some of the questions right now. So Paul, we have a question here that says, I'm a glasses wearer who doesn't wear contact lens. It's very difficult to find sunglasses or fit overs.
Well, honestly, this was really a big challenge I think before, 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. Yes, for spectacle wearers, I think always you have these problems, okay? Because you have high power. Let's say you have power -3 or -4, and you can't really wear contact lenses. Then if you want to go outdoor for sport or to have some sunglasses, you always have difficulties. But nevertheless, now there's already a new technology available. So again, guys, what we offer to the consumer, not just only a normal single vision lenses for short-sighted or progressive for 老花 or whatever. Now we can even tailor-make a different kind of solutions, okay, for different lifestyle. For kids, we do have a solution for kids. For teenagers, we have a solution for teenagers. Even though for outdoors, for driving, for computer, we do have different type of lenses, solutions for the people. So if you guys really wearing a precision glasses, for like this case, right, he can always go for the what you call it, custom-made sunglass. Sport lenses. So it can combine, it can make in any kind of sports sunglass, either it's a curved one or fashion with mirror coating, with polarized, with any kind of color tints. It's available nowadays. Yep.
Okay, so what Paul has said is very true. So nowadays, right, we have a lot of solutions. Let's say, for example, back to this question. This is a glasses wearer who doesn't wear contact lenses. So the most common issue that this person may have is it's very hard to find, you know, a nice pair of sunglasses or fit over that can be worn over the glasses itself. So what we can do right now is, let's say, for example, right, you have a pair of frame. We can actually put in prescription lenses, which means the lenses will be powered. It can come in a few options. You know, we can either do it tinted like a pair of sunglasses, or we can still have UV protection in clear lenses, just like, you know, what we have demonstrated to you just now.
And also, you want to choose some glasses whereby I can use both indoor and outdoor, like certain photochromic or interchangeable color is available.
Yes, so photochromic, it's a general name for lenses that changes color. So generally, if you are indoor, right, the lenses color looks almost clear, and when you go outdoors, depending on the level of UV, the lens will actually darken. So the higher the UV, the darker the lens will appear.
So by that, I also want to add in a small little tips or comment on that. You know, Malaysia, what is our average temperature or weather temperature across the year? On average, we have about 34 degrees Celsius. And you know, the performance of photochromic lenses is you only performing well if you are go to the average temperature around 23 degrees Celsius with a very high level of UV. Which means, if you go to Genting Highland, you can change to very, very dark color. Compared to you go to the Potterson seaside. Right? Sometimes that's why some people might have a complaint saying that, how come my glasses not change dark enough? Okay? That's also partially because of the temperature. But nevertheless, okay, at least they can provide the full UV protection for your eyes if you go to outdoors like seaside. You know, the level of UV from the seaside also is really, I would say, scary. So always please bear in mind we should protect our eyes and also our surrounding tissues with clear lens, with sunglasses, or with any type of glasses.
Okay, so we also have another question here, how to choose the right shape of frame. Okay, and this is also something that is, always asked, and we always like to say that, in order to suggest or recommend the right frame shape, okay, please go to any of our shops for, personalized consultation. But today, I'm just going to share some tips. Let's say, for example, if I have 2 frames here, if you are going for something that is of a more serious look, okay, you want to have that kind of contrast. So like myself, I'm very fair. So if I wear something that is a bit thicker and darker in color, you can really see the contrast between the frame and my skin. This will give a more serious look or a more business look. Okay?
Wow, look like a professor.
Okay, so you see, immediately, right, you can change the look that you are going for just by, choosing the different shape or different frame color. So for my face shape, right, I would say that I suit this kind of eye shape better. Okay, so if you look at it closely, it is not too squarish and it is not too round. So let me just try another pair to show you. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to look too good in this pair of frame. Okay, because I always prefer something that has a higher contrast. You can see this one, the frame color is much lighter. It's actually a bit like rose gold tint. Okay, so maybe I move it further in front if you can see, right? Okay, and it is some sort of a modified hexagon shape. Okay, so this color may not agree with my skin tone so well, but it will give a softer look. Okay, and this eye shape is something that is very unique. And according to our research, right, this is one of the trending eye shape in Korea right now. So it's no longer just the round shape, but they're also looking into something that's more geometrical, something that's like hexagonal shape. So let us try this on. What do you think?
Now you suddenly your age younger by 10 years old. My genuine feedback.
This is the wonder of how the right frame can actually do for you. So it's not really to say that you must choose one frame. You can actually have many different frames for different occasions. So you can have something that is a little bit more serious for work. You can have something that is a bit softer. So this will be very good if you are doing like casual wear, or some of you may be into OOTD. This will be a very good choice.
Wow, Vivian, you really give me a very, very good suggestions now. Because, as I mentioned, I'm the part-time CEO of the company. I always entertain the customer doing some different presentation. Okay, I also need to have different kind of look.
Yes, that's correct.
And during the MCO time, I only have one look. This is my long hair chongmo look. I have never cut my hair for the past 2.5 months. So that's the reality of MCO. And now I think with your recommendation, it's so good that it gives us some new ideas how can we really make ourselves stylish, different professional look or younger look based on the different eye shapes. I think this is very important. I mean, fortunately today I'm here. You have provided this recommendation. I think also is really benefit to me as well. Otherwise, I always put on these glasses. People thought I'm 60 years old.
Okay, that's why, right, like I mentioned just now, having the right pair of eyewear is very important. So we have also shared with you, how you can actually protect your eyes with special functional lenses like this, double UV protection. Protection of UV from the front and also the back surface of the lenses. So that is why we are actually reaching towards the end of the session. If you have any questions, you can still comment. But I'm going to give you a very, very special surprise. Okay, so I know that a lot of you are interested or you are interested to find out more about our eyewear. So we are actually going to give you a very, very pleasant surprise, like I mentioned. As a token of our appreciation for your support, we will actually give you a free pair of very nice frame. Okay, so this one we have a few choices right here. So this will be available if you purchase any lenses in our store. So we have 25 pairs ready to be given away. So if you're interested for more detailed consultation, please WhatsApp the number pinned in the comment below, and our customer service will get in touch with you to arrange for your consultation in store. Okay, so Paul, what do you think about your current glasses?
Well,
are you looking for a change?
Yeah, definitely. I think also depends on different occasion, different dress code. And also I'm going to plan to have an entire dress code for myself because, as you know, I've lost 10 kilos. So basically, my size of my my dress also now is oversized. Okay, so I have to change. Definitely, glasses is one of that. But before that, I think we also received some feedback or comments, questions from the customers. And one of the questions is that if these people who are spending more than 8 hours per day in front of computer, what type of solutions is good for them? And also, do we really need a blue cut coating or UV coating? Maybe I can explain a little bit about the solution first, then you come in with the blue and the UV. Okay, as I mentioned just now, nowadays technology there are a lot of technologies solutions available. Right? One of the solutions is talking about computer office work. Right? Some of the people, especially those people who are the age more than 40 years old and above, and you start to have 老花 or presbyo. Now, the problem of we are doing computer works, if for those people who 40 years and above, I believe you are facing this problem. You see, if you are working at a bank, you're using a desktop. You always there's a desktop, okay? And if you are wearing a progressive, you say, I can see near and far. But the moment you work on your desktop, right, slowly you need to tilt your head like this. And this is the position, what they call it, 吊頸, 緊東. And the longer period of time, you found that you have this neck problem because you always have to tilt your head to see the screen. So nowadays, there's a new type of technology, what we call it office lenses. So the office lenses is a special lens. It's designed for computer usage, especially you are working within the office distance within 1 meter, 2 meters, or 4 meters. We do have this kind of solutions available for address for these needs. So for those people who are really spend a lot of time in computers, right, please come to Focus Point, talk to Vivian or the optometrist group. Okay, they can provide you a better consultation. So the second question is about, do we really need a blue coat or UV in this scenario?
Okay, so to further add on, right? So let's say even for people who are in their 20s or 30s, there is also what we call the digital eye strain. So digital eye strain can happen for many reasons. Number one is like what Paul mentioned, the posture. Okay, and the second thing is actually if you look at any digital devices, right? So for example, I'm going to show you this. Any digital devices with LED screen, LED light bulb, right? It actually emits what we call artificial blue light. And this blue light is not a natural source. Like I mentioned, it is artificial and man-made. So that's why if you are somebody who spends long hours in front of digital devices, be it like TV, laptop, iPad, or even your iPhone, right? So I would suggest that you go for a pair of lenses that come with blue light protection. So this works almost the same like what people say, prevention is better than cure. So it's always better to keep our eyes well protected.
Yeah, to add on this, right? That's why what you need double protection. Means that you need a lens with UV protection, right? Which you can go outdoors. At the same time, you might need to have a blue protect coating that apply to prevent the high energy harmful blue light, especially you are really spending a lot of time in front of gadgets or computers. And all these technology are available nowadays.
Okay, Paul, we also have another question. Yep. Okay, so for this question, I'll be taking this. One of our fans just commented asking, I just gave birth. Even using glasses, my eyes is still blurred. Do I need to check my eyes and change my glasses? Okay, so for ladies, right, sometimes when you have any hormonal changes, like for example, pregnancy or even childbirth, so some chemical changes is happening in your body. So that's why this may also affect your eyesight. So what I would suggest is you can always visit any of our store for a proper consultation, and we can do an eye test for you to further determine whether you will need glasses there and then, or should we monitor and you come back for a follow-up visit. Okay, so if you are interested, same thing apply here. WhatsApp to the number pinned in the comment section below and we will get in touch with you.
Yeah, also not just only about that, even though the normal people like us we don't pregnant. I don't get pregnant. But during the MCO time when we work from home, I think most of the time we also really spend more than 8 to 10 hours in front of computers, iPad, iPhone. Even though our kids, like my daughters, they don't go to school, but they always spend time in front of e-learning, they play games. If you ask me, does it really will affect their vision? I will say the answer yes. Okay. So now since we are under RMCO,
yes, correct.
Kids are allowed
Today
to go
is actually
out.
the first day of RMCO.
Yeah, Merdeka. Oh no, Merdeka.
No.
MRCO.
What is that?
MRCO.
RMCO.
Oh, sorry. Okay. See, that's the problem of people getting old. Okay. Thanks for your reminder again. Okay.
Okay, no
RMCO.
problem.
Well, Merdeka start from M, so I'm confused.
I see.
Yeah, I also don't like the words called RMCO, RM is what, like Ringgit Malaysia. RMCO. No money already. RMCO. Si kosong. That's why RMCO stands for RM Boleh.
So, that's why, like Paul mentioned, he is always the chief entertainer because he is really one of the best person with the best jokes. Okay, so we have another question here. How often should we change the lens due to the increase of power and the layer coating that goes off after some time? What do you think?
Okay, maybe I can explain a little bit. From a normal consumer point of view, also from manufacturer point of view. Okay, I think on average, there's a certain lifespan of the customer would say turnaround time. How frequent they change their glasses. There's a different study. There's a study conducted for different countries. Some countries they're really fast, like Hong Kong. They change glasses not even less than a year. They always change glasses. Make a guess how long is Malaysia to make a change of replace the glasses?
For me, I would say 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, it's quite long actually. It's 2 years. But do you know that in fact every 6 months at least we should go to have an eye check?
Yeah,
or if
that is
we
correct.
know we are very busy, at least once a year. You see, people always go to have a high blood pressure test, body checkup, full body checkup, at least once a year, right? That's only check for your body. But how about your eyes? There's also some cases happen when come into UV related. One of the main root cause of cataract. Cataract, some of you might not really understand what's cataract. If I say 白内障, okay, some of the people also don't really understand 白内障. If I say 生眼膜, then you know what 生眼膜. Okay? 生眼膜 means 白内障 means cataract. A lot of cataract people don't realize. When the time they realize, because I see things blur, I see things getting yellowish. But do you know what's the main root cause of getting cataract?
Overexposure of UV.
Yes, overexposure of UV. So if you have friends who work as a fisherman or petani, those people who really always...
Generally, people who spend a lot of time outdoors, directly under the sun.
Yeah, they can easily get cataract at a much younger age. And also you might have some friends, even though the age is about 30, less than 30, less than 35, that get cataract. So this become quite a norm nowadays. Also, come back to MCO, why I keep on saying that during MCO, one good things we have learned, right, for everyone is we have this awareness about how to have a more preventive, healthy lifestyle. We are really more concerned about protect ourselves. We are really talking about how can we make our life more healthy. And definitely, I believe eye health is part of essential health because we only have a pair of eyes. Can you imagine if you lost your eyes, means you lost your vision? Basically, that's something you have lost for your entire life.
Okay, so that was very insightful. So coming back to the question, right? If you are asking about how often should you change the lenses, so like Paul mentioned, it is very important that you come for your regular eye examination. So at the eye examination, after we have done all the tests, which include the power test and also additional primary eye care procedures, then we can actually advise you whether do you need to update the prescription of your lenses or can you just maintain the same prescription. So there are also some common causes at why people want to change their lenses earlier. So it is also surprisingly linked to UV. So some people, they say that my lenses, right, when I first bought my lenses, it is very clear. But after some time of wearing, I realized that, my lenses start to get yellowish. So this is actually also a sign of UV as well. So that's why some people will actually prefer to get their lenses changed. Okay, and the third reason, as asked in the question, is also about the coating layer that goes off. So personally, that is why I would always recommend you get a pair of good quality lenses, because just imagine, right, your lenses is supposed to be clear, and if you have any patchiness on the surface of the lenses, which means it's peeling off, what you will get is actually some disturbance in your vision. So for Zeiss, how long is your warranty for lens coating?
Standard warranty is usually 12 months. Okay, we provide a warranty for manufacturing defects.
Correct.
But actually, the most important, it's not about the warranty. For me, it's always about the clarity. Okay? Because you are wearing glasses every day, which means your glasses or your lenses provide you the vision to your eyes. So the most clarity the lens you can have is provide you the better quality image for your eyes. So Zeiss, we do provide a best quality, best clarity coating in the market from Zeiss. Is called DuraVision Platinum. Okay, and the refraction rate is only up to 0.4%, which is the light transmission of the image you can see is almost up to 99.6%, as clear as the original image with naked eyes. So as second question, to answer the question about how should we handle or maintain or to avoid glasses getting coating lamination or damages, right? Always please have a good habit of taking care of glasses. For example, a lot of people have this kind of habit to clean their glasses. Take out, using that. This is really, you create the friction or viscous scratches on your lens. Once your lens surface has scratches, you can easily cause the lens coating peel off. But then you might ask me, then what should be the best way? The best way is like this. Using this. Even don't get me wrong. Look at the packaging of this. It's not that. This is basically a Zeiss alcohol lens wipes. It's a Zeiss lens wipe. Okay, just tear it off.
Okay, let me just show you a close-up of the product. So this is how it looks like.
And how to use this is very simple, because it's a pre-moisture wipes. Okay, you can just, because when it's still wet, you apply it both sides, then you open it up, wipe. So by doing this, what we can achieve? Number one, we always make sure our glasses is clean, and is protected, not so scratch easily, because this is scratch free. I mean, not this scratch free, this is scratch free. The material of we are using is definitely won't scratch on your lenses. And second thing, if you still found this wipes is still wet, don't waste. You also can wipe your iPad.
I see. So it's also safe to use on any
devices, even your phone. So this is also one of the ideas that how Zeiss can have this solution come out to educate people. Again, have a new norm. Okay, people know how to protect ourselves during MCO with mask, sanitize your hand, shower after you went home. But do you really aware that how you clean your glasses? Or do you have any way to clean your glasses? No. So now Zeiss, we are offering you this one, alcohol lens wipes, that you can clean your glasses. And then to maintain the hygiene, because as I said, when you're wearing glasses, right, it also creates additional protections for your eyes. When to avoid the droplets, try direct go into your eyes. 因为这是真的是可以预防那个virus 直接进你眼睛。So if you use this one to clean it, and it's disposable easier. Otherwise, people say, I also have my cloth. Cloth is nice, but you always keep in your box or casing, and you always keep at home or office. When you travel, you go out, you hardly bring that. But this one can be mobile anyway.
Yeah. So what I really like about this lens wipe is, first thing, it's very portable. So for example, even for males, for men, if you don't carry bags, right, you can just slip this inside your wallet. So just keep a piece with you. And I like the fact how this is single use. So like what Paul has demonstrated to you, the texture of this, right, it's actually like a very smooth tissue. So you don't feel the fibers. It's not like a normal tissue paper quality. And even though this is pre-moistened, so if Paul, you can show me the glasses, right, I'm going to bring this up to the camera. If you can see, right, there is actually no residue on the lenses, which means, let's say, for example, if you clean it, right, it doesn't leave too much of moisture or any stain on your glasses. So it's very easy to use and it's very easy to clean. Okay, so this is something that I really love. And on the packaging itself, you will also see that it mentions here, safely and quickly clean eyeglasses, sunglasses, plus other optics including lenses on cameras. So if you are a photographer, this will also work very well with you. Binoculars, microscope, webcams, and many others. So this is also proven to be safe to use on lenses. Because sometimes, right, I understand consumers, you always have this question in your mind, right? Like whether is this chemical, is this going to damage the coating? But am I right to say that this is entirely safe to use on the lens?
Because it's special design, the chemical we use is safe for all type of coatings, like camera, binoculars, eyeglasses, even though on the tablets.
Okay, so we have few more questions. So maybe we will take 2 more questions. So if we don't answer your questions during the Facebook live session, don't worry. Okay, somebody from our customer service will still answer your questions offline, okay? Yeah. So let us see. Why sometimes when we maintain the same power, just changing the lenses, we still feel dizzy or uncomfortable?
Wow.
So this part, maybe I can do a very short demonstration. So sometimes, right, we always neglect one thing. Even though your prescription may be the same, okay, sometimes a change in the frame design can also affect your vision. So for those of you who are wearing glasses right now, and for those of you who are watching, if you are wearing glasses, this is something that you can do and try. So you just imagine frames with a nose pad like this. Okay, maybe I show the nose pad first. Okay, so this is a raised nose pad. So it tends to sit a little bit further away from the eyes. So for those of you who are wearing glasses with power, what you do is put on your glasses, look at something in the distance. Just try to slide your frame slightly further and slightly more in. Press it all the way against your nose. What you will realize is your vision actually changes, right? So you can see that even though the power of the lens is the same, but the positioning of the lens can actually affect. So which is why we have also many solutions to this. Example, if you are changing from something that has a raised nose pad to something without, like a common plastic frame, you know, there's no metal arm, there's no nose pad. It's just a one piece built in. Okay, we do have, different solutions, be it ophthalmic lenses with position of wear optimization, and we can also do a refraction based on, what we call the vertex distance, which means the distance from the back of the lens to your eyes. So if you're wearing a plastic frame without this raised nose pad, it tends to be closer. And if you're changing from a plastic frame to something metal with the metal arms and nose pad, it will tend to sit slightly further away. So that is one reason that can actually affect your vision even though your power is the same.
Maybe I can add on a little bit on top of that, right? From a technical point of view, every piece of lens, okay, this is how the lens looks like when they come in power, uncut, before we fit into the frame. One lens only have one optical point, okay, which is normally the center of the lens is the optical point, or we call it focal point. So we always have to make sure the focal point is fit exactly on our pupil, our 瞳孔, the 中心点. So sometimes, to answer your questions, why we maintain the same power, we just change to a new frame with new lens, why we feel dizziness. Put beside the frame change, okay, the curvature, vertex, I think this is also one of the key factors. Because once the optical center is not fitted correctly, I think basically the optical performance of this lens will be out. And that's also the reason why, as from a technical point of view, we always encourage our customers, the professional, eye care practitioner, optometrists, opticians, you always have to fit accordingly to our pupil center. There's also Zeiss, we do provide a series of digital centrations, okay, to let people have a more accurate centrations when you want to enjoy the maximum benefit of your pair of glasses.
So that is very interesting. Maybe for the next session, we can always invite Zeiss again. Maybe the next round, Zeiss can actually show us how digital centration works.
As I said, this sections is more for infotainment. On one hand, okay, we have some new information we can share. On the other hand, we also have fun between the audience and our side, because providing information, I think, is really important, because it's really let people understand why why I'm paying so much for the glasses, why I'm doing this, why I'm having that. And also, I believe through a lot of questions we have answered, right? We clear a lot of your doubt. We also give a lot of insights about the new knowledge. We have a lot of knowledge that we can share. Of course, by that, we also need to have a professional optometrist like Vivian, right, to give from a point. So then we definitely can bring this, I would say, the live show, moving forward, maybe from a weekly basis, bi-weekly basis, as long as you guys think it's really meaningful, useful, helpful, and infotainment enough, definitely we'll continue. So some of the questions, I think we couldn't explain every single one, but we
will always answer you offline.
Yeah, or maybe next sections, you can ask us again.
Okay, so if you have enjoyed our session, okay, please give us some feedback. You can type in the comment box or help us to like and also share this video. So this has come to the end of our sharing session today, and because this is the very first time that we are doing this, so thank you very much for your understanding and also for your support. So before we end the session, don't forget, in order to be eligible for our lovely surprise, okay, let me just inform you one more time, okay, in case you have forgotten, right? So as a token of appreciation, Focus Point is actually giving away attractive eyewear with any purchase of, functional lenses, okay, that we have mentioned and demonstrated to you just now in store. So total, we have 25 pairs, and this brand, ASA, is actually one of our latest collection. Okay, in fact, it has just arrived, and personally, I'm very excited. I already have my eyes set on this pair of frame. So I've been waiting for this collection for the past few months, and I'm very excited to actually be able to some sort of launch it to you today. So if you're interested to try on some of these latest trends in Korea, so you can also WhatsApp to the number pinned in the comment section, and we will get back in touch with you. Okay, so that is all for today. So thank you, Paul, for being here with us.
Yeah, thank you, Vivian. Also, thank you to the audience. Okay, I know it's afternoon 2:30. It's the tea break time. You call it high tea time. Somehow. So thank you very much for your support. Okay, again, this is our first session. I hope you guys do really enjoy it, and our information that provided is really useful. So we're looking forward to see you guys again, and also pay some attention on ourselves to see what we're going to change for ourselves, our own, in the next sections. As I told you during the MCO, my look is a Changmo look, or we call it Chen Ho Lam, or Muk Chun Tok Choi.
Okay.
Some people might not know who is Muk Chun Tok Choi. Okay, I know Yuk Sun Tok Choi. Okay. Anyhow. Yeah, older generation people, you know what, you understand, okay? For younger generation, sorry.
Okay, so thank you very much, everybody. So stay tuned for our next session. We will keep you updated via our Facebook page, Focus Point Vision Care Group, the official Facebook page. So that's all for today. Bye.
Yep. For more information, also you want to find out more about the UV protection or any technology solutions, you can always go to www.zeiss.com. Okay, you can find all Zeiss related information, including eyeglasses, every technology you can find out there. Okay. Thank you very much. Again, thank you, Vivian. Thank you.